You know, sometimes I'll be walking down the street or sitting around, and I look up, and I expect to see you coming around the corner. I hear your voice calling my name or something. I almost expect you to go to Hollywood with me. I know. Hey, don't worry, man. I'm gonna make it. I can lie and steal too good not to survive. Put it in the guys. They're gonna be all right, man. They're gonna make it. Yeah, we were sitting around the other night. We got high. Man. And I told him, man, I said, look, Cheese wouldn't want y'all just sitting around wasting time, you know? They're gonna make it.
When I reminisce over you, sometimes I cry, but I smile too. Yeah. I'm making this promise to you right now. I'm living my life to the fullest in honor of your memory. So when you look down on me, you'll see that we'll always be together long as I remember.
Come on!
Remember when we used to go from hopping, yeah. Step up in the party so fly, show stopping.
That's right.
But then it took you away, it's so shocking. Still can't believe that you're gone, but I gotta keep holding on. Memories of you keep me strong.
Yeah.
Remember when we used to have big dreams? Now I'm gonna live up for you, you'll see.
Right.
Always believe in me, and that's why I love you forever. And I'm gonna keep hanging on. Memories of you keep me strong. When I reminisce over you, sometimes I cry, but I smile too. Yeah. I'm making this promise to you right now. I'm living my life to the fullest in honor of your memory. So when you look down on me, you'll see that we'll always be together long as I remember.
Yeah.
Look, this song's dedicated to my homie, and that's you, baby.
That's you.
Every time I'm just faded, and I'm lonely, I think about you and I know I'll keep going on. Memories of you keep me strong. Never gonna give up. I'm gonna ride for you, and when I make it to the top, I'm gonna smile for you. So smile down on me. We gon' fly for me until the day we meet again. Just know when I reminisce over you, sometimes I cry, but I smile too. I'm making this promise to you right now. I'm living my life to the fullest in honor of your memory. So when you look down on me, you'll see that we'll always be together long as I remember.
It's Kill. Yeah. Thinking back to my first go-go, you paid my way. If you was here with me today, I wonder what you would say. A lot of senseless killings and untimely death. T-shirts and club pictures, all that we got left. Why these things happen, I get the answer one day. Grandma cutting out obituaries every Sunday. Our short time here, we sin and neglect. I hope this song right here will help you reflect. We celebrate the life with a song in our set. And I hope you're smiling down and you feel the respect.
When I reminisce over you, sometimes I cry, but I smile too. I'm making this promise to you right now. I'm living my life to the fullest in honor of your memory. So when you look down on me, you'll see that we'll always
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Wednesday right here on WeAreGoGoMusic.com. It's your man Super Dan. It's the Supa Supa Midday show. We up in here today. Got a couple of guests coming up in here. Well, one already here. The other one will be here in a little bit. But before I get to my guests, to my right, I got my man, the legend himself, my man, Mr. Super Cooper. What it do, baby?
What's up, Dan? What's up, DMV? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and with great pleasure, man, we got the honor of having a very special guest today in the studio. I respect this man. Call him a young man. He, because to me, we all young at heart, man, and he been in the game for a while.
And he got baby face.
And yeah, handsome baby face guy. You know what I'm saying? And it's Chi Ali the Great, ladies and gentlemen. I've been a fan of his since, the high performance days, and we just came up in the game together, and just sitting down talking to him. If you ever get a chance to sit down and talk to him, man, very bright, intelligent, young brother, man, and you can learn a few things from him. And today we're gonna learn a lot about just what's on his mind, his perspectives, man, and of course he's still in the game. He got music. We're gonna be playing later on today, man, and just, man, I appreciate you, Chi. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for having me, man. Yeah. It's a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Coop, man, we've been knowing you I've been knowing you forever, brother.
Yeah, man.
Even when my mentality was in a different spectrum, man.
Yeah.
And Dan's, we go back as well. And it's a pleasure for y'all having me here. DMV, ladies, gentlemen, and others, it's a pleasure.
Yeah. We all thank you. And speaking of that, your mentality, man, through the thick of things, you know what I'm saying, just coming up in the game, man. Just rewind for a second, and from all of the bands that right. you had the pleasure to grace the stage with, and just give some background a little bit.
A little history lesson.
Yeah.
It was a little history lesson.
Ah, man.
But when it all started,
it all started.
1201.
1201 on time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Stinking.
Yes, indeed.
Man, it started I was a percussion player.
Right.
And started out playing with high performance back in the day. North side of U5, 58, all through there.
58.
Yeah, all through there, man. And my mind was in a different spectrum back then, and I continued to get in trouble, so I would be gone for a minute. When I come back, the style of playing congos had changed from a gallop to more Latin percussion rudiments, and I couldn't play the Latin percussion rudiments, the fast rolls like the. So I still wanted to be still wanted to be in a band, man. So
right.
I got on the front line.
So your first instrument was percussion.
Was percussion, congos. Yeah.
Okay.
Congos are the first instrument, and then went from there to I was like, man, I still want to be in the band. They was like, well, we need a backup rapper.
Right.
So I started backing up.
Right.
Backing up. High performance, raw dimension, and went from there to playing with Northwest Youngins as a backup rapper, and Green Eye Mo ain't come, and we was at the Ibex.
Yeah,
and they was like, man, we need a talker, and I was like, and he's like, come on, man, you gotta do it, and I said, all right, and then that was it right there. He was like, man, that's what you should do. You had a voice.
I remember that, and you did a hell of a job, and I was like, who is this cat?
Man.
And you was, it seemed like you demanded the stage. You had a smooth voice. Just your whole demeanor, man. You didn't seem nervous.
Nah, man, that's
You just was like, okay, this is what I got to do.
yeah. That's when go-go was to me.
Right.
It was fun
Yeah.
back then. You know, it was fun, man. It was
It's not fun anymore.
to me. Nah,
Right.
you know, my personal opinion is it's business. You know, it's all about the business.
Right.
It ain't fun. I'm just coming in, you know, and take care of
So
business.
let me ask you that. Should it have been about the business then?
It should have been
Because I've been in situations where it was fun.
right.
Hey, with this money, hey y'all, let's go on buy pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Hey y'all, let's go to Atlantic City. Hey y'all, we got $1,200. Let's, should it have been about the business?
It should have been
Right.
from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Right.
From the
And
beginning.
we had years in of fun. And then when the business came, we was like, wow, you know, this what I supposed to been doing from
the
the beginning.
black and white.
Absolutely.
And that's
But we talking 80s here. I mean, late 80s, early 90s. Y'all was rich.
You talking about
Y'all
80s,
was
man.
little young. Y'all was little young
talking about
whippersnappers.
90s.
Y'all was little niggas. Y'all had money.
so guess what?
Uh,
Guess what?
Yeah,
look, that's what they say.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know what I mean? Allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly.
But-
You know what I mean?
Even though, yeah, we were young in the game. And we thought then, because it was fun and because we was making money, hey, let's go buy the latest elite sweatsuit.
Right.
Or you know what I'm saying? Like
it wasn't about for me back then. I wasn't tripping on what we got from the band.
Yeah.
You know,
Right. That street money
there
was
other things
that,
happening.
that's what I'm talking about. Like go like the street game and go went hand in hand.
Yeah.
So it was like, I don't know. I just felt like you got in the band because you was already that street dude.
Right.
So let me go ahead and get in this band thing and just turn it up a little bit and get all of these bras on loving me. You know what I'm saying?
Now, hold on. Let me say something.
Was it about the women?
Nah, listen, man. Even before the
For
band,
most people.
no, not for me, bro. And even before the band, the women were there. You see what I'm saying? So I'm glad I experienced it back then because when I got in the band, it would have been uncontrollable. You see what I'm saying?
So how old what age we talking right now?
Man, I'm talking about like 17, 18
17.
years old.
Okay.
You know, the women were already there, man. It wasn't about getting in the band to get the women.
Well, for me, it wasn't women. It was I just love the music.
Yeah, it was the love of the music.
It's the love of the music, and we watched the bands like Petworth and Mass Extension and all these bands come to the block party, and we wanted to, we fell in love with the music, man.
Well, Petworth and Mass Extension, that was a bit before my time,
No, I'm just saying that's we kind of grew up.
Right.
But who did you grow up watching?
Yeah, I was standing on the porch with Northeast,
Okay.
Backyard.
Okay.
Junkyard.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I was just saying for me, but even for you, watching those guys, you know what I'm saying? It was a bit of inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because I fell in love with the music.
Yeah, I was a fan before stepping in the arenas of the music.
Yeah.
But I love the people, and apparently the people love me.
Let me ask you about the famous song.
Hold on, before you go there, listen. Before you go there. So he was a percussionist at first.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder, what was your transition to that lead mic? You was a rapper. He was a rapper first, right? You said you played the rapper.
I was
the two mic.
The two mic.
Now, what was your transition from the two mic to the one mic?
Well, let me say this. From the Congos to the two mic, it was easy because I've always wrote and composed some type of music. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So songwriting, I used to as a number two, I used to tell the lead talker what to say. You know, and then when I transitioned to the lead mic, it was just like it was natural. It was like that's where I was supposed to be. So it wasn't difficult at all.
You was all around talent. Period.
Thank you, brother.
And it showed. You know what I'm saying? It showed.
Right.
And what band was that with?
And
your first band that you lead talk with?
Unique Dimension, man.
Unique Dimension.
Unique Dimension. They I was going around after, I thought I was gonna lead talk for Northwest Youngins, and they allowed Mo to come back. So I quit.
Shout out to Mo.
Yeah, shout out to Mo and Moni, the rest of rest of soul, peace.
Yeah.
And I left, man, and was going around like, man, let me get on. He was like, you want to get on the Congo? I was like, no, I want to get on the mic. And down the Barnett's, Unique Dimension, gave me an opportunity, man. And then after that, I don't know how they got my number, and they called me. Like, man,
so why did you like the front mic better than Congo?
I just felt like that's where I was supposed to be.
All right.
After feeling the energy of the music, it was a difference for me from the back line to the lead. I mean, the second mic to the lead mic. It was just a difference, man. To being in command and
both are very important though.
And to spew those thoughts on the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Both of them are very important.
Well, yeah, all of them are essential parts of the music.
Because without a Congo player, the lead mic is are people really paying attention to him versus and vice versa. I think they go hand in hand.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Yeah, because not after you spew your ideas to the people, you need for them to
push it.
Yeah,
right. But that's a
because if they don't, they're gonna like, oh man.
Yeah, but that's some of the things that I kind of felt myself going through in the later years, where as though those ideas were just to me, and it wasn't being the band, certain members wasn't following me, things like that.
I just really I want people to, and sometimes I feel like people don't know who you are.
Right.
And when I say that, this particular record, bro, is so big, and I be wanting to know, do people know that's Chi Ali?
Man, I hated that record.
You hated it?
I hated that. I still,
bro. I wish we had it queued up.
Even today, though, like
what record I'm talking about?
Man, I ain't gonna even say it.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I'm serious, bro.
What, you a DJ? What do the people do? They fall in line.
The go-go line dance. It's the go-go line dance of the century.
To the right.
It was just
turn to the left.
That was a remake of
right.
It
was a remake, but bruh, that beat,
the cha-cha, the go-go cha-cha slide.
That slide.
The creation of that of the beat of that joint. You know what I mean?
It's
even though it's a remake,
and that's
the way y'all the delivery on that song, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
that was a project by Solo, right?
Yeah, Solo. which was Northeast after Northeast, right?
And that was their project. And you, to me, same thing I tell Pratt, Diamond in the Back,
right.
Those two songs are implanted to me. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
I guess it's the the history and Solo and things like that. I just never liked the song. I never liked it when we first did it.
But don't that be the song that the radio take to, DJs take to? I mean
You're right.
Trust me.
You're right. You're right. But listen, but as far as the business,
Because I'm sure you wrote songs that you felt this is the one, and why it's not getting the love, right?
On a business aspect,
Right.
you know, I should have didn't know back then, and I should have capitalized more on the business aspect of it.
Right.
You know, and
Of course.
it was still,
Of course,
it was still a fun.
So-
I was in a fun mode.
So me personally, I would take advantage of it. That'll be my ID. Going around, just like Kiki from CCB.
Right, the fatty.
Fatty. I just saw it with that was New Impression the other day on the Go-Go Museum bus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they hit Fatty, and they hit it like the record, and it was cranking. No matter if she like that's one of the songs,
Right?
That's, you know what I'm saying, that would allow people to say, "Oh, that's you. Oh, what else do you have?"
Right, and segue into
it,
right,
bro.
Right. Then
So I know you might not cha-cha slide. Thank you, Gino. What's up, Gino? Hey, Lori. What's up, y'all? Yeah. I just like I be wondering, because when I hear it,
right,
I be like, listen to my man.
Right.
Nigga, my man.
It's a love hate thing, you know.
Yeah.
For the music.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah.
You know, I love the music. I love the people. But the industry, you know, I'm just not an industry person.
Yeah.
You know. And if it wasn't for
But it's chess,
like,
not checkers.
Right, but just like many other people in that industry of go-go, if it wasn't for the music,
right.
and you know this, cool.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, I could have been in prison for the rest of my life or something, you know.
And I'm glad you're not.
Yeah, because you know, I was in a different spectrum of thought back then, man. You know, I you know, got into something at one of y'all shows and shut y'all show down.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Curtis Thomas said, "I learned my style from him."
Yeah. I appreciate
Curtis,
it.
That song was big, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey, look, regardless of what I look on the industry, but man, the people there, you know, the Parkinson Sockets that I was on, that did like over 300,000 streams. Splash,
right?
You know, the single that I put out.
That's your new single.
I think it's been a year now.
Yeah.
You know, that Splash has, you know, about 200,000 streams, you know, combined. Spotify, 40, I think it's like 46,000 on YouTube. I mean, really minimum advertisement, and there's no video.
So you don't think, since I brought it up?
Yeah, you're right. I never thought about it like that.
I would use that, bro, because trust me, man, when you're not around, when you're at home, you're watching Tubi or you're watching political news.
How you say political news?
Yeah, I'm just saying politics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Staying up on the politics through the news. Black history, all that. The DJs are in the building, they playing your stuff.
Yeah, they are, and I appreciate that.
And you'll walk in the room, and I don't mind people not knowing who I am.
Right.
But I want them to know this is the I tell I even with the DJs. I mean, we went into the VFW, me and Ant.
Right.
And Rico took his record and acknowledged him while he was in there. And like it does something for the artist.
Yeah.
It just do something for the artist.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? And people like, oh, that's you. What else do you have? Yeah, right. They all they want to know in my mind.
Hey, Gino say most importantly, the fans like it, and that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's definitely what's up.
Yeah, because you, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like even let's go to EU, right?
Yeah,
When we first heard the butt, we was like, okay, and we grew to like it, right?
Yeah, now it's
Then,
it's worldwide.
It's worldwide. But after that, it made us like shake your thing. It made us like taste of your love.
Yeah,
It's just like you started you became a man. What else y'all got?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Especially if they love it, man. I
Right.
just like I love the song. When that beat come, bing.
I mean, because you got to think about it. Remember, that's what we gonna remember. Solo. You know what I mean? You know what solo stands for? Sounds of us living on. Hey, listen, I do that. See, look, you gotta know about that good thing right there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I mean? So, hey, sounds of us
Right.
living on. You know what I mean? So from there, let's go on. Let's go on from. So I wanna before we go into, you know what I mean, the nitty gritty of the subtle days. I want to go back to where we met. You know what I'm saying? Where we used to the good Safari Steakhouse days.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Safari Steakhouse.
So this is when I really got to get to really know my man Ali. You know what I'm saying? Because this is when he was heading another venture. After hours. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And I swear, y'all,
Steve Swan.
That band right there was one of my favorite up and coming, grown and sexy bands.
And Taja.
Yep. Khalil, Pretty Nikki. Hey, what was the other girl? Taja. Yeah, man. And Steve Swan on the keys. Shout out to my man Steve Swan. He's still doing his thing. He got the next hour now.
He's doing still pushing every hour.
You know, right. You know, it's gonna be 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4
every
o'clock.
Steve Swan.
Yeah, you know, man. Take us back to them days, man. How did that come apart? I mean, I'm saying you that thing right there was I swear, I thought that was gonna be the next that was it. That was the next project right there. Yes.
It was it was like I was just in a space mentally, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how it got there. Whereas though, you know, I'm in a mindset not to. I don't feel like, you know, confrontation, arguing. You know, especially coming off the stint or the the old mentality.
Fun bunch. Was
Yeah.
up, bow tie?
We was on stage, and this is when Quintessential Soul merged with Subtle.
Quintessential Soul.
And they merged with Subtle at the time, man. And
you remember that band?
Nah, yeah.
It was some things that I really didn't like that was going on, man. So I said, before I revert back to my old self, I'm gonna just step away. And I got a call to come to practice with After Hours, and that's how that started.
Oh man, that's what's up.
And when I walked in, they was practicing at the tire shop, Keith Rim Shop on Ritchie Road. And the first thing I heard was the harmony between Khalil, Pretty Nikki, and Taja, and I was like, that's it right there.
Right.
And man, we had a good run with After Hours.
Yeah,
a great run.
Shout out to Khalil, Taja, and Pretty Nikki.
Yep. And from there, it led to.
From there, After Hours, it led to man. There's so much history intertwined in that. I just had to rewind.
So did Steve come after you?
We gotta rewind.
But After Hours.
But before,
okay,
after, it was let's go back, because we missing some history that people need to know.
Okay.
After Unique Dimension, in that era right there, it was the Huckabucks.
Right.
You was with the Huckabucks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Me, Congo, Jay. Yeah, we was with the Huckabucks. This is when Joey and them found out about the business.
Yeah. And they first,
and they say, it ain't fun. We want the business, and they started to figure out the business side of it and stepped away.
Right.
So we were with the Huckabucks then. And also, little known fact, I used to perform with Listen as well. You know, I used to travel with Listen. You know, Mike, Scooby, and all of them. But if Penny wasn't, it was Congo. It was Marky.
Where you
Saki
get
Marky.
your where you get your when did you start saying okay your style? Because the tie, the suit jacket,
But that was always me. Even when I was
not
in
Unique Dimension.
Unique Dimension, it was still my own style. When I came to that element, I may not have had, I may had a button down on and some jeans and some saw slippers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was still me.
Yeah, you're right. I remember
I've been
man.
dressing like that since forever. Even before Jay-Z made the button downs
Yeah.
you know, famous, or the style that Kanye West with the, you know, the college prep look. I was doing that back in my Unique Dimension days. So,
That was smooth, man.
Yeah, that was always been
that
me.
was different
Because
man.
the OGs that you know, I that brought me up, kind of they dressed, you know, they were well spoken, you know, they dressed impeccable, you know what I'm saying, well mannered, man, you know. So, you know, I kind of took from them in that arena. But, you know, at the Huggerbucks, it was Listen. You know, I performed with Listen for a while.
Okay.
But I was still in a different mentality, so I was always in and out. You know, in and out. When I say in and out, I was getting locked up.
Right. You had to go away. You had to go away for. You had to go to college.
Yeah, on vacation.
You on vacation. You had to get away. You know what I'm saying? Go to school.
You know, come home and you know, transition to the next. And my last stint was you know, about 99 or 2000, and came home and got with Kamis Lee, First Touch, and
First Touch,
and then Touch
man.
Touch of Essence.
Touch of Essence.
And then Kamis went to Settle, and Kamis called me to go to Settle. So, you know,
right.
So that's the history right there.
Got you. And then from Settle, Lord have mercy, y'all.
Settle, then after I was then back to Settle, then another Settle. Man, so many variations of Settle thoughts is crazy.
But you guys are going to go down in history.
But the funnest,
as one of the greatest shows, parties ever.
Man, you had
the Fontaine Blue.
Yeah, but
man.
But before that, you had
you had
Day Day, you had Adia and myself. You know what I'm saying? On Insettle. So
Adia was with Settle?
Adia was with Settle.
I remember Adia with Familiar.
Adia was with Settle. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, indeed, bro.
Adia was with Settle. Man.
But the funnest Settle, you know, and that I had was with, of course, Pretty Nikki, Kendra, and Roy. Steve Roy.
Right, yeah. Tell you
that was the LaFontaine. That was the LaFontaine Blue days, right?
Man,
there.
What? Hey, I'm telling you, it's going down in history. I'm telling you, them days.
I think we had a 10-year.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Shout out to Martin, man. You know what I'm saying?
A 10-year run, man. That was crazy.
It was amazing because that was different. That party was just different, in a different atmosphere for us as wanting to go to a go-go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like we was looking forward to it every week. We was like the Fontaine Blue
packed out every week.
You know what I mean? That was like, you know, the good old days. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you though, one thing that I always talk about my Grown and Sexy. You know what I'm saying? When I look at the history of us continuing us with music, what do we remember? What will we remember musically about Subtle, other than Diamond in the Back? Like when we think about, because we about to get, this is the part of the show when I get into my little you know what I'm saying, the music thing.
But see,
when you leaving your legacy, like you said, like we talked about this the other day on the phone. When we talk, hold on, Ali, hold on. When we like the song you hate the most is what you're going to be remembered by.
Right.
But you had a 10-year run with Subtle Thoughts. And
Right.
when I think
Right.
subtle thoughts, I'm going to say diamond in the back. You good? You good? You definitely hear you. All I hear is diamond in the back, sunroof top,
Yeah, but
digging the scene with the gangster lean.
yeah, but it's more than that. You know,
No, I'm talking about. Think about it. What
it's Go makes the city go round.
makes go make the city go? That wasn't subtle, though, was it?
That was subtle.
I thought that was a separate. I thought that was your own little project.
Nah, that was subtle thoughts. I wrote that. Camise
You and Camise, yeah.
Camise Lee and myself wrote that.
Go make the city go round. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was subtle.
that's subtle.
Was that in y'all?
It's
rotation?
It's on. Yeah, it was in our rotation. For
Really?
a while.
Okay.
Yeah, but it ain't. It's on Redfoot's Red Sessions record.
Right.
And yeah, I'm about to revise it. You know, same.
Think you should,
because I wrote it the same lyrics, but just with different music.
Think you should. I think you should. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that, again, yes. And now that you mentioned that, I think that was I like the record. I like the record. The record was very nice. You know what I'm saying? I think it's something that we need to, as originality, originality need to be out there.
That
you know
music,
what I mean?
that music, that song, the lyrics came to me in my cell, and it just I heard that music, like it moves me, baby. I just heard it.
Right.
And you know, I was the vessel for it because I heard everything, and I just wrote it down.
Right.
That's how most of my music comes.
Right. So that's why. So that's what's going on right now in the industry. To me, it's
But
like, you know
what I need to do. I need to put out more because I'm sitting on music that I recorded and finalized that I just haven't released yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like timeless. That's timeless.
Right. Music, yeah, it could be timeless, definitely. So basically, now here we are in 2023. You know what I mean? And you are you're not involved with any bands at the moment.
Nah,
right?
Not at the moment. My last venture was with the Three Kings.
District Kings.
Okay. District Kings.
Right. You had an appearance with them. You was
I was appearing especially with them, and I just felt like the direction wasn't the same direction as I wanted to go as a brand. I feel like personally when as performance or as a performer, I see music as transitions, segues, medleys, interludes, skits. You know, like if you go see a Erykah Badu or Jill Scott, the live band, that's the type of musicianship that you should get. And I feel like socket, song to socket. It's just something I wasn't willing to do. I wasn't willing to do at all.
So now that you're not in the game right now, I mean,
I got a few offers, man, but I've been turning them down because I'm not trying to chase the clubs, man. I just feel like it's
the business now.
I just feel like it's no need to chase the clubs. You got a market that's oversaturated right now, and with great musicianship. I'm talking about like of course you got the pillars, Red Essence, Backyard, Junkyard. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then you got some heavy hitters under that's making waves. You talking about mature clientele. You talking about mature clientele. You talking about what's the band name, man? And I'm sorry that I can't remember it off the top of my head.
What they play at? What now they playing right now?
The bass player used to play for Northeast.
Kyrie?
No, not Kyrie. He used to play for the what band? Not it's you got Red Carpet Affair. You got
Rico.
Yeah.
RNS Project.
That's how you do, my guy.
RNS Project.
I smell money making mentions in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
RNS Project, man.
Yeah, RNS Project.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I catch them on, you know, I be looking at them on YouTube and things like that. And you got some heavy hitters.
They hot right now. They very hot right now. You know,
that's making their own lane, man. You know, and I'm appreciating the music right now. And I'm just, my philosophy is not to chase the clubs, bro.
Okay.
The attempt to build something to get in there when you can build something, you can still build a brand, but put out the music first.
Right.
The music is more important to me.
So you're going to continue to do in the studio, be behind the scenes, write and all that good stuff, and produce product?
Yeah, absolutely.
So real quick, so tell us about this splash you got right here.
Well, Splash, it was just an idea I had. I kind of it was raining. I was driving and Lil Wayne was on the radio. He was like, you know, of course, I make it rain, and I was at a light.
Mm-hmm.
And a bus had went past and it splashed some people on the side of the standing at the curb. The bus splashed water on them.
Okay.
So I was like, that's what I got. I was like, Dad, the bus splashed the people. And then Lil Wayne was on the radio saying he make it rain. So that's how the hook came about. I don't make it rain, I make it splash on them. And then the concept went from there to a club song, strip club song.
Okay. So real quick, let's play a little bit of it real quick, and let's get into it a little bit right now. Go ahead and introduce it, let people know. This is a song that's hot right now. That that all DJs.
It's all original, man. Myself and my guy Caddy Wills produced it. Written by me. It's Splash. Please love it.
All right, check this out right here, y'all. Right here. We'll be right back. My man Jauhar Abraham is in the building. We're gonna come back with my man in a second. Let's go, Ali.
I don't make it rain, I make it splash. Birkin bag bread, drop the cash. Throw that ass, roll that ass, mommy, throw it back. Watch me make it splash, Birkin bread cash. I don't make it rain, I make it splash. Birkin bag bread, drop the cash. Throw that ass, roll that ass, mommy, throw it back. Watch me make it splash, Birkin bread cash. Horizontal flipping, dip that parallel. Zip that line and catch that wind just like a parasail. Glide around and rotate it like a Ferris wheel. Flawless acrobats with all that sex appeal. I said she's so exquisite, I gotta get them digits. She bends the laws of physics, now watch her work. I swear I'm about to lose control. The way she swings her body up and down and around that pole. Splash on it, get the splash. I'm dropping 50s in those 100 stacks. She ain't do it for the gram, she did it for these bands. Clap it with no hands. Splash on it, get the splash. Retrospective when she throw it back. You know the party don't stop when she throw it to the side and make it pop, 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 pop. I don't make it rain, I make it splash. Birkin bag bread, drop the cash. Throw that ass, roll that ass, mommy, throw it back. Watch me make it splash, Birkin bread cash. I don't make it rain, I make it splash. Birkin bag bread, drop the cash. Throw that ass, roll that ass, mommy, throw it back. Watch me make it splash, Birkin bread cash. Yeah, she's got that bubble flow. She's in the club and she's shaking for reserve notes. She's getting love from professionals and curved folks. She's got that matrix lead. She's got me in here feeling, oh girl. Mommy so exquisite, I gotta get them digits. She bends the laws of physics, now watch her work. I swear I'm about to lose control. The way she swings her body up and down and around that pole. Splash on them, get the splash. I'm dropping 50s in those 100 stacks. She ain't do it for the gram, she did it for these bands. Clap it with no hands. Splash on them, get the splash. A retrospective when she throw it back. You know the party don't stop when she throw it to the side and make it pop, don't make it rain, I make it splash. Birkin bag bread, drop the cash. Throw that ass, roll that ass, mommy, throw it back. Watch me make it splash, Birkin bread cash. I don't make it rain, I make it splash. Birkin bag bread, drop the cash. Throw that ass, roll that ass, mommy, throw it back. Watch me make it splash, Birkin bread cash.
Splash. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the latest song by Chi Ali. It's
Seems right.
is explain
Well, the
concept, right.
as far as I wanted to put the swing of the music in it without heavy percussion,
Right.
and then put out a version of it, Splash, the Go-Go Live version, and perform it with a group with the timbales, congos, and the elements of the grit elements of go-go. But as far as industry wise, standard wise, I just wanted to put it out on two variations.
Right.
That version with the swing to it without the heavy percussion, and then say Splash, the Go-Go Live version, and put that version out.
I like it. I like it. I still like the fact that your historical song with solo, the cha-cha, the go-go cha-cha slide, is so big in the club that coming after that, it's not a solo record, but it's produced by the man from that song.
Absolutely.
And most of the time, we follow G, we follow rapper, we follow, whatever they do. I just be wanting people to give you the same love from the stuff that you've done.
Right.
And I think that song could be introduced,
It's you got
right after the cha-cha slide.
I'm grateful for the numbers, even on the
Right.
sockets, 300,000
Right.
plus streams and Splash, the streams that I'm getting on Splash, because I'm not as consistent as those
All right.
those individuals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They've been prevalent in the industry, for years and years. They pillars in the industry.
Right.
And I'll get in, and for me, I don't like confrontation. I'm not that person.
Right.
So,
Right.
Before it get to the point where I feel like it's gonna get it's just conflict or confrontation. Man.
Right.
I'll go find my peace.
Yeah, I don't think it's confrontation to me. I just like the fact that people get their flowers. That's one of my favorite songs. And I want people to know.
No, don't. I don't want you to get a misconception.
Okay.
I'm saying as far as the industry and the things that went on in the industry.
Okay. Okay.
Those individuals right there are pillars.
Right.
They've been in it consistent.
Right.
And the reason that you might see me and then I'll step off.
Right.
I just don't have the temperament to face those things. Anytime it's like a bunch of chaos and confusion, and
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna regress back to somebody that I never want to be again, man. I'm gonna go meditate.
Right.
It ain't worth it. My peace is everything.
Okay. Respect, man. I just want to give you your flowers, man.
I appreciate.
You know what I'm saying?
Flowers,
I respect what you've become in this go-go game, your contribution, and like I said, you are the guy on the turn to the left, crisscross.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one hop this time, but and that's
So let me ask you this. Ali. So the lead talker game is not the same as it used to be. As you know what I mean? When I think about the lead talker game, you know what I mean? When I came into the game, like you said, I came up off of Bugs, rapper,
right.
Let's say funk. I mean, I guess those are the ones that I really got the feel of this being that lead talker. And they're gonna go down in history as being the great ones in this game. You know what I'm saying? As yourself now, as being a lead talker. You know what I mean? But
Right.
the game has changed
Yeah.
for that lead talker game. You know what
But
I mean? It's like they trying to. It's the lead talker is kind of, to me, it's trying to be taken away from the game.
Nah, man.
You know what I mean?
I don't see it like that. You know, I look at it as evolution. Anything that doesn't evolve becomes extinct, right? And you have hybrid. You got just different elements. Just like you have bounce beat. It's a root of go-go, but it's a branch of a tree that it go-go created the tree, and the seeds fell off, and it created bounce beat, and bounce beat has grown their own forest. You see what I'm saying? So in the same concept of things, you got purebred lead talkers that just lead talk. You know what I'm saying? You have rappers. You have lead talkers that could actually rap. Rap and write songs. Other than just conducting the band and talking. You see what I'm saying? Then you got writers that can rap music, write lyrical content, and perform it on stage. And then you have hybrid talkers, whereas though they can write, they can rap, they can sing. You know what I'm saying? They could do it's all in one. So I don't see it as it's taken away from the music. I just think that it's evolving. It's they you talking about like Scooby, Steve Roy, DB, Derek Holmes,
Right.
Chris T.O.B.
Yeah, Chris T.O.B. Like it's a hybrid, man, and I think they elevating the game because it's not putting them in. It's
My man from New Impression, TJ, yeah.
So is the position still the lead? Is it called the lead mic, or is it something that we now call it something?
It's still
you gotta respect the evolution, bro.
Yeah.
It's still a lead mic.
Yeah.
It's still a lead mic, but it's just a lead mic that can sing, that can rap. It's just another part of the tree of go-go. We can't. They still doing the fundamentals of talking.
Even Gang sang Teddy Pendergrass.
I mean, but Pops did all.
Right.
Did all three. Pops was the first
Absolutely.
one.
Pops was the first hybrid.
Yeah. So it's not nothing new.
Yeah, I guess.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Jauhar Abraham. He's in the building.
People just want to create some type of division, something to talk about.
It's an individual preference.
So who creates that division?
The people.
People.
The media, Dan, Coop. Y'all the media.
Is it a division though when it's actually?
But do they do that in Go-Go Wars?
How do you go to a job?
They do it in Go-Go
Wars.
Wars.
It's like your job. It's like
Best singer,
percussion.
right?
A percussion, you got a drummer, you got a congo player, you got a
Tabali player.
Then you got congo players.
Then you got Go-Go Mickey that can do all of it.
Right.
I mean, Bojack can do all of it.
Right.
I mean, I'm just
So they
using
become
them
so are they in multiple?
in the trenches with it.
So are they in multiple? Yeah.
We did it wrong in a sense. We got to introduce this guy right here.
No, he's gonna get introduced. I already got my introduction for him. But respectfully, but respectfully, he's always welcome to come in and enjoy our show. He's a part of he's a part of our family, so he's always welcome every Wednesday. He just he be out of town sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I think
the Pittsburgh Steelers game.
But
Ain't
to
no
answer
question.
y'all question,
We got two quarterbacks.
Oh my God.
The division comes in, man, from the people separating.
Yeah.
The people separated. You can't say that these people who can sing, rap, and talk are not talkers. Because they still doing the job of multiple people, bro. You know what I'm saying? They talking. They can do it themselves. They rapping. They can do it themselves, and they singing. You can't X that out, bro. It's the don't divide it. It's still a branch of the music.
Okay.
Just appreciate the greatness. I mean, those that's good. I mean, the people let you know if you're good or not.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's like I said. I mean, because again, I'm looking at the music now. So the music now. The studio. It's like they don't the aspect of the lead talker. That's what I was saying. When I look at the music and the people going to the studio as an artist, they're not looking into it as going into it and needing a lead talker to be added to their music.
I think that person
Yes.
who just if that's not what they need or want, then they can elevate to another another portion of or another vine off the tree. If they not don't want the purebred lead talkers who just lead talk, and they want something on the record as that, they can get a hybrid.
So as we saying that, as the hybrid and the purebred that we grew up on, as the evolution of go-go continues, does that mean like the lead talker that don't know how to play an instrument, or that don't sing or don't rap, are they going to kind of fade out into the industry?
Nah, man,
or will
because
they still be
their fan base gonna always be their fan base, brother.
Okay.
I don't think that if that's the case, then it would have happened.
And I think this is the beginning of a discussion that's probably partly ruined continuity in go-go bands, because a lot of times guys don't know their role, right? And so, and we've talked about this before, like, man, you can listen to the Jackson 5's music today from the 70s, like what we grew up on, and nobody cared who the bass player was or who the guitar player or the drummer. Like, what was their name?
Right.
It's the guy or the girl that's on the front line that has this natural thing that they develop with people, and that's going to ultimately determine the success of the project. And when people get this confused, because we grew up together, but at the door for me and being around this stuff all these years, like, man, the only guy I knew that was behind the scenes that made a difference at the door that I had in the band was Mickey. Like, I put Mickey in the band, and 20 niggas paying they come in and they on the side, forcing you to stop doing what you're doing and say, go Mickey. And they coming because, I'm just saying, I've been around this stuff for a long time, and I watch drummers, percussionists, horn player, everybody get in fights with the lead talk, like, because the lead talk is the lead. Like, that's a special thing that you have with people. And if you got somebody up there who just want to be it because they want to be it, well, it's not going to show at the door. Right. Because the people, like, you the person that's really directing traffic. Like, so, either you have it or you don't.
Numbers don't lie.
The numbers don't lie.
And Love is another individual that could sell tickets, man.
Yeah.
So, and to what Jauhar is actually saying is that regardless of who you are, if you're not a Congo player or frontline member, you ain't bringing no numbers in the door.
Yeah. bands call me all the time and be like, man, we got an idea. You open on Tuesday? No. There's a reason I'm not open on Tuesday. Like, if you got some people, but to ask me to pay you, and all y'all 40 to 50 years old, and to ask me to pay you a number that you don't even know why the number is the number, it's just crazy.
Oh, man. Hold up, y'all. Man, I'm an insider. I'm an insider, man. And I'm hearing a lot of things that segue back to something that I was recently a part of. And are you speaking in regards to that situation?
No.
Okay.
No, this is general.
I'm just talking about general
okay.
all over.
All right,
I just want to apologize. I want to apologize to our faithful listeners. I apologize for chewing gum over the mic. I see y'all arguing. I see y'all arguing over it. Cool, yeah. My bad. I got excited about the conversation. I'm sorry. So No, but that's a general.
Okay.
That's a general thing. That's not.
No, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
That comes up. We talk about that. It's all the time.
So Facebook is always the bid for me, y'all. Always the bid for me when I'm always talking. And I heard this is so RNS Project right now.
RNS Project
on Tuesday night is pulling numbers at the Urban Crab, right? So my question was, right? Would they be able to pull those same type of numbers at a different venue like Faz Eddie's or Nipsey's?
In my opinion, it's like, hey, what and with the greatest amount of respect.
Is it the venue? That's pretty much what I'm asking. Is it the venue that's bringing those?
Maybe it's a
combination.
It's a combination of both. You can't deny the raw talent and the sound. It's something new,
right?
And in my opinion, is sitting back, not just as a member of the industry, but as a fan of the music. Man, I'll be listening for something new, like a new sound. And right now, to me, Honest Project, Mature Clientele, it's just different. You see what I'm saying? It's something different. Maybe it's a combination of both. So we can't say that until you take them out of there and you put them somewhere else to see if they get the numbers. But they growing a fan base, bro.
Butchie, read Butchie's comment. Jauhar, I can't see it. I'm far from the screen. So when we get these compliments,
they say Jauhar was one, if not the best manager in go-go.
Right.
He said he learned
I'm waiting on
learned a lot from you.
Okay, good. Could you read that?
They said Jauhar was one, if not the best manager in go-go. I've learned a lot from him and how he moved this show business. How he moving this show business.
Yeah.
All right, Butchie. That's what's up, Butchie. That's what Butchie giving you a shout out. You know what I mean?
What Gino say?
Thank you, Butch.
What Gino say?
What Gino say?
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
Did I miss it?
No, it's right up under Butchie's. Right up under,
They should be able to pull those numbers after the Howard Theater show. It actually put them on the map.
Yeah, come on, man. You got good credit.
It's a lot of,
man.
It's a
lot that goes on with this. Like, this is an opportunity. Like, they on the launching pad right now, and there's a few things to the left and a few things to the right. If they make the right steps, and they'll get a run. Like Black Print to me was up last year. I mean, there's a few tweaks here and there could determine a run on that. You know what I'm saying? And so, I had RNS has been at my place before, and they sound incredible, right? And I told Rico that, but again, there's a lot of work. Like to get a run, and the big, like some people take this for granted, right? Man, I don't, and it's because of go-go. I've never had to work a job like something. You know how people get up and be like, man, I gotta go to work. I've never felt that way in my life, and it's because of go-go, right? So I really respect it. And I mean, and I had some bands, shout out to my man, Murder, man, old Terrence, man, he called me and he wanted to put new impressions in my place, right? And generally, I tell people all the time, man, I'm looking at 60. So I don't deal with a lot of the younger stuff. Like I don't, but this is my guy, so I'm like, all right, man, I'll give y'all a shot or whatever. And so the band comes, and I mean, it's a great sounding band. Like I was really shocked. I never heard them before, right? But there's some other bands that they trying to look out for. And like the etiquette is just totally off. Like, are you trying to build a party? They let two bands play before them. And instead of coming in and supporting each other, like they stay outside drinking, smoking. I mean, and these 40-year-old people, 30-something and 40-year-old people, like you make the venue look bad, like you dumb down the whole situation because like you want to run and you want to get paid, but you don't understand. Like you want to bake a cake, but you don't understand the ingredients that you got to have a tasty cake. And like you got to know what you don't know.
Right.
And a lot of these guys don't know something, and then they want to act like they know. And really, man, everybody need a mentor.
Right.
I'm just telling you, man, in life, to be successful, man, I don't care what it is you're trying to do. You got to find somebody who's done it. Like when me and Donnell decided to get together, it was one organization that we could look at and say, we got to be this or better. And that was Pops. You ever book Pops? Pops at the show an hour and a half or 2 hours before the show. He not running in between people with his guitar to get on stage and to plug in. And he don't disrespect. He never disrespected the game like that. Never. You
Right.
come in, your monitor's not right. Like the people got to live through the back feedback, and while the guy trying to get the monitors right now, man, the people don't deserve that.
Right.
It's 50 bands out here to service 1,000 people today. 50 bands, 1,000 people. So, man, you got to act like you want that you appreciate it. I'm getting there early. I'm setting up. Like Rico and RNS, he got a lot of those qualities. Like he carrying the equipment.
Right.
Like he coming in, he's setting the stage up, the lights. Like I don't know that everybody in the band appreciate having somebody to do stuff like that. Because if you don't do it, who gonna do it?
Right.
I'll be there. Pops get there for a sound check, man. He'll give Bobby the blues if it ain't nobody in there but us.
Right.
Like not drunk on stage. Everybody think they gotta have a cup and smoking, and man, it's just to me, it's crazy. So it's the lack of professionalism that caused me to get out. Like I don't want to. I mean, DC got a whole $3 million, $4 million that they give away every year for go-go mans, and people won't get an LLC, get organized, and they let them get the money to Kelly Price and genuine people that don't have nothing to do. Core Masters, Berry, the Tennis Center. All this is in the name of go-go. Like the go-go, man, like, man, we get what we deserve, man.
Right.
We don't come together, get organized, learn the business, then you get what you get, man.
What you see, Cool? What you say?
Kevin Tolson.
He said they are doing an amazing job taking advantage of these opportunities between that Howard Theater show. Salute to the whole RNS Project Squad. So, like I said, back to that, though. Because my question, like I said, I was like, we be talking about ambiances, right? You know, I mean, we talked about ambiances and being in the club and the extra things that come with it. You know what I'm saying? To try to help the atmosphere of me and Coop was talking about this earlier about seafood and go-go. So I'm like, just like, you know what I mean? So I'm just thinking like,
but what's the difference?
We're not seeing like, so if this
like
is such a
steakhouse,
why can't we do, why are we not doing more? Why not more? Why are we not seeing more of this then? If that's the what's the
difference,
free
though?
go? No, I'm saying no. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm telling you. Just if we see this as a good blueprint, you know what I'm saying? The free, let the people out, let the people in, and come in that joint and just give them that good opportunity of a free show during the week.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I think that, you know what I'm saying, it would just be something that would be. I would just like, you know,
Well,
we're seeing the blue, we're seeing it working here.
First, you got to make sure that what you're doing is sustainable.
Right.
I mean, that's number one. So you don't, you know, which is good. Like I said, if RNS do the right stuff, I mean, they could be on their way to a run. But from my understanding, if it's free, that's one thing. It's on a Tuesday night, so it's not competitive. And then you have some influencers, some people who can get people together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the test to see if it's really them or not. Like I remember when every run started in this city, right? Like a real run, like when it became business to us was the late 80s, right? We was past girlfriends and neighborhood. Like for me at that point, it became business, right?
Right.
And so I began to understand that when people, like when Sugar Bear and Maisha, when they left Tacoma Station, because first, well, we was at Remington's first. There's a small place up in Silver Spring. 100 people packed the place. You go to Tacoma Station, okay, and it's $10 or it's free. Now when you go to Classics, will that 100 turn into 250, paying 25 and 30? That's when you know you're on to something. Like when Listen left from U Street and went to 94th Aero Squad, and then and 400 people came paying $30. Now you know you on to something because people paying for it. So all the stuff have to be right. And again, way back then,
Subtle at LaFontaine Blue.
It was before. I mean, Subtle was running the city. I mean, they was running the circuit by the time
it was Club
LaFontaine Blue started. But Club U was was before that.
Yeah.
And you know a mistake.
I want to ask this, y'all. Before I forget it. Back then versus now, Jauhar, like you said, it has has Go-Go gotten older, like we can't run around 4 or 5 nights a week, right? Has it so those opportunities going from $5 here to $10 there to $20 there, it's less opportunities because we are older. And it's certain things, it's certain etiquette. Like me, I would go to a firehouse back then.
Right.
Now I'm not going to a firehouse. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm older. Is there a generation behind me?
Well, you know the answer to that, Coop, because we haven't invested. Like,
I'm just asking.
This must be the most abused population of people I ever seen in my life, right? Like when you 50, when you 40 something, and you say, man, I'm not coming there unless you give me this amount of money. I'll give you whatever amount of money. Like I look at, like when people call me and say, man, Vibe, they tripping. They want 5,000. Well, they worth 5,000. Well, why you say that? Because I know that if you get a venue and you pass out flyers, you do general promotion, people, they've proven to me over the past 2.5 or 3 years that our population will pay $30 because they appreciate Vibe. And 300 people paying $30 is $9,000. So if they want $5,000, I'm not going to argue with them about that. So when people come to me and then they not promoters, like it's just people who throw parties. So people don't protect their brand. Like if I book Coop back in the day, before they walk in the building, Coop already got an envelope. Me and Ali done business before. And we take care of business before people walk in the building because I'm not going to be sitting around at the end of the night scrambling on how we going to. But I'm not even booking you if I don't believe that we can do what we saying we gonna do from the beginning. Like if you come in, people call me and say we want 1,000. I'm like, do you got 50 people that's gonna pay $20? Oh man, we got that. Okay, I'm gonna give you 100 tickets. Sell that, you got 2,000. I don't hear from them no more. See what I'm saying? You can't get something.
So are they promoters or the promoter is the promoter?
So if you want to get paid, like I booked Mary J. Blige, I remember when we did Darnell's show at the Anthem, and I was shocked because whoever the female was we booked that night, I forgot her name right now. This the 50
Keisha
stuff.
Cole?
No, not Keisha Cole. It'll come to me in a minute. But when I talked to her people, they was like, she wants 70,000. I was, get out of here. So then I had to go do the research, and in markets like this, she's good for 1,500 people at a ticket of $75. So what do that tell me? Tell me she pays for herself. So if you want to get booked in the entertainment business, you don't just come up with a number. If Drake say he wants 500,000,
so you on both sides of the spectrum though. You've hired and you managed. So when you go to your band, right? When you hire your band members, how do you come up with your price?
So for me,
from the jump.
Now this is funny right here. This is funny. So at some point, we was in competition.
Regulator.
We was in competition when we first got back together with Subtle. And Subtle was running the whole circuit. It was unbelievable to me that they was charging like $1,600 or $1,700, something ridiculous. Lettucey was, yes, that's who it was. And I was like, me and Martin used to argue all the time because Martin wanted us to come in LaFontaine Blue. And I'd be like 4,000. He like, man, no way. Like Subtle bring 800 people and that's not what I got to pay them. I'm like, all right, well, we not Subtle. So part of my problem is different than a startup situation. Because to me, I had the Michael Jordan the Go-Go. So when me and him talk about putting a band together, he say who he want, and this is what he gonna pay. So we really started off, our band cost was $2,500. Subtle winning, controlling the market, playing 4 or 5 times a week. charging $1,800. So people come to us and we like $2,500. They're like, nah, we'll wait for subtle. So guess what we had to do? We had to pay our band and prove that we could be like we believed in ourselves.
Right.
We didn't go around saying, Coop, you got to pay me, and we ain't proved nothing. Like we came in, like we used to get the word that you and Steve was giving us the business. And all the time, like we don't care who they used to be or whatever, this our this our town, right? Friendly competition,
right.
Good talk. And so one day I got so tired of hearing about subtle. Man, I got so sick of it. I called Martin before I talked to Darnell. I said, look, man, we're gonna come in and play for free. He said, what?
Damn.
I said, yeah, we're gonna play and we're gonna open for subtle. Because at this time they were so cocky, they wouldn't have had it no other way anyway, right? They like, they running the thing, right? So I said, man, we're gonna play for free. But guess what? My band wasn't playing for free. This was an investment that me and Darnell made so that we could up our position. Like we knew that we was gonna go in there and Sutter was gonna be in a fight that night. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we did. Like, so you gotta, if it's your business, you gotta invest in your own business. Like, I'm not interested in paying somebody who not gonna put no work in.
I think no, I'm just speaking on. I think that's where some owners get their price from the break. And
where they get it from? Tell me where they get it from.
They get it from the like you came up with a $2,500 price, right? Right, as based off of who you had in the band, right?
So, and guess what?
So I want to hire Chi Ali.
Okay.
What's your comfortable rate?
Right.
I had to do this with Backyard. What's your comfortable, like what's and then it's because everybody cross communicate with other band members. You should be charging this. You should be playing for that. They come in with a already they come in already with a number. So once I get that number and I'm looking at everybody, of course I need to know. I have to know what are they comfortable with, as far as their pay. Then I have to come up with a plan. Of course, you got to come up with a plan to make sure you can get that number.
Yeah, but what you're doing is not fair though, because you talking about Backyard. And you talking about 20 years.
I ain't talking about now. I'm talking about that's how I had to start.
You started that way in 92? No.
Man, because I was doing my own shows at the Lapina. Okay. I was doing my own show, so I knew what I was worth uptown.
That's what I just said.
Right.
We did our own. Right. We had to invest.
I agree.
That's what I'm telling Dan.
What everybody now doing, because I've seen like Rhoda is up here from Peacemakers, and we spoke recently about trying to figure out her number. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, you still gonna have to prove.
Your number is what come in the door.
Let me ask you this.
Your number is what come in the door.
But you gotta work. You gotta have a plan to get the.
Let me ask you this, John. So would you do what Urban Crab is doing on Tuesday with a band of a free night to build a night up at your spot?
If I believe in the product.
If you believe in the product,
I absolutely believe in Darnell Floyd.
Right.
I absolutely believe.
I understand.
I'm just saying.
I understand Darnell Floyd.
I'm just giving you an example.
I'm talking about right now for these bands out here today. Like, you know what I'm saying? If a band came to you today, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I like the concept of what's going on over at Urban Crab each and every Tuesday. I would like to bring that concept over to your establishment with a free party. I mean, we a band and we feel like we can market and push this to this point. Would you be open to do those type of things on the overnight?
Yeah, I have, but if I believe in it, if you got to make me believe. See, I know that on Tuesday so far it's been the perfect storm. A great location, some influencers, the band sounds great, and it's free, and it's on Tuesday night. So if all that stuff come together, it's kind of hard to It's kind of hard
What's
to
the
lose.
time frame of the show?
From
What-
5 to 9.
That's
Yeah,
perfect.
That's perfect.
That's perfect.
That's great.
That's a great.
Now, but you're gonna know.
Can it be duplicated though?
Of course, it can be
Yeah.
duplicated. All of the runs have started that way.
in that manner? Yeah.
All
Absolutely.
the run, like when I sit back and look at it, like I laugh with Dirk about this sometime because we not in some competition now. Like we spend time around each other, but whenever we play with them, I'll be walking through the crowd and don't know nobody in there.
Mhm.
And how this is possible in Prince George's County or DC, and I've been here 56 years, and I go in a room with 300 or 400 people and don't know nobody. Like, because they was building a base, they got a base of people
Mhm.
that when they connect to their people come out and support them. So if it come through the door, I mean, at the end of the day, that's business 101.
Mhm.
You could give a band, you could tell them y'all got a guest list of 100 people, and it's 12 or 13 of them, and they don't even bring the girlfriend or the wife don't come. Like nobody to buy a drink, nobody to buy wings. Like how can you get paid? And I understand it. It's because you 40 and you probably missed your opportunity. If you was 20, guess what? We used to go out every night in our 20s.
Every night.
So our kids now, they the ones go out every night. So you gotta have something that appeal to them.
But y'all was rich in the 80s. I keep trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all in the 80s, man. They the same thing,
guess
man.
what group?
It was like it was
listen,
different.
Listen, my man Joe Jackson.
Go
called me.
$7, $5.
Look,
Right.
no. Joe called me the other day, right? Joe
Y'all was
Jackson.
rich, yeah.
No, we wasn't.
Go $5.
Joe Jackson called me
band.
the other day, right? He said, "Man, you told me you wasn't gonna never have the young bands over there." I said, "It's true." He said, "Man, but now you got new impressions." I said, "That's true." And he said, "Well," I said, "They pay for themselves. In fact, this is a fact. Their crowd buy more bottles of liquor. Like I've been dealing with them for 2 months, and I've sold more bottles of liquor dealing with them than any band I've ever dealt with."
They're paying the bills.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying?
Right,
More
right.
bottles of liquor that when they come in on Thursday, I gotta stock up because they not buying shots and drink. They want bottles.
Right.
You know what suggestion I would have for on this project right now? To continue to don't make the same mistakes that we made. We was playing 7 nights a week, 3 and 4 shows a day, right? And never invested in something to expand the sound of the group. I'm talking about we were so focused on the spots
Mhm.
and not expanding the music while we was hot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If we would have took time out, took less shows, maybe a few less shows, and focus on getting in the studio and putting out something while we had that run,
Right.
we could have expanded, the miles that we ran on that run.
Right.
So
It's a double-edged sword though, Ali, because do you leave the money on the table, right? Because you're not going so if you go in the studio, like I watched this happen, right? I watched Trouble leave. I'm old enough to watch Trouble leave the city and go all around the world. And then I actually was a part of EU when they started. We was doing promotions at the black colleges back in the late 80s, right? But then when it got time for them to come back, they've never been. I mean, Sugar Bear to me really has never, outside of the run that he got with Maisha, like that got him back into the mainstay with the people. But when the money is on the table and you don't take the money and you go gamble on the music, right? Like Donnell has 3 or 4 original albums, all original music, right?
right.
Most people don't even know that. And man, we spent hundreds of thousands putting that stuff together.
Say it again.
Hundreds of thousands putting it together. But when the radio don't support it, so you can go in, decide to go in the studio all day long, right? Yeah. But if the radios don't support it and the DJs don't support it, right? Then the reason that all we play is top 40 now is because that's all the radio will play. Like people like what they hear on the radio, right?
Yeah.
And so because we not organized, if we was organized as a community and not competing to stop each other, but competing to help each other, right? Then we all could. At one point, in the early 2000s, we did a study. Coop, I mean, you probably remember this, man. Go-Go was bringing in $50 million a year as an industry. $50 million a year, and we can't get people to work together. So this why we, or not we, because I'm not really a part no more, but that's why everything in the condition that is in.
And my payroll almost was
$50 million, Ali.
My payroll.
Hey, $50 million. Wrap your head around that.
Do you think the return of what you put into all the straight to the bar, because that's what we're going to remember Darnell and still familiar faces for forever. Do you think the investment that he put into that music has made his return?
Money wise, yes.
Okay.
No, but it's not. Has it hit the ceiling? I mean,
Right.
Did it do it? Like really, all of the songs that Darnell did with Familiar and 911, if he had did those songs with Red Essence brand, it would even be way bigger than what it was, because we was trading, like we was being innovative and we was trying to do different, trying to do different stuff. In fact, that's probably the real reason I got out, because we couldn't get a record. Like at the end of the day, like that's what Dirt can't do right now. Dirt can't miss. Like I tell him all the time, like you gotta cut a record, man. Like you gotta get out of here.
Right.
And you gotta cut a record.
But that's the same thing Ali was just saying.
Yeah.
You're talking about leaving the money on the table. So you feel like cutting the record, he's leaving money on the table?
No, what happens is you gotta Subtle was poorly managed back then. And I don't have to talk about nobody. I'm just saying, if you got 800 people coming in the building paying $40 to see you, and if you wasn't there, the 800 people wouldn't be there, and you taking home 1,800, then somebody don't know what the hell they doing. Like that's just the bottom line. Coop ain't, and if Coop tried to do that, G wouldn't have it. You're gonna have a deal with the organization,
Deal with the gun.
and then you're gonna have a deal with G.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
No, I mean I'm just saying.
on that note, I never focus on the business, but I always just wanted to perform.
Yeah,
And never focus on the business.
So let me ask y'all this, as businessmen right now, just teaching a band right now. If a band has 10 members right now, 10 members, and your bag, let's say $2,000, right? You get $2,000, you got 10 band members. Is that, what would y'all recommend to these bands right now? If $2,000, you got 10 members, will that $2,000 be divided evenly amongst those 10 members?
Absolutely not.
So please explain to the
Man,
business aspect of it. Of any of you guys want to talk about it to understand that about business,
Man,
about paying your business a little bit before, because most bands will pay 2,000, 10 members. Everybody we split it evenly and get that $200 a piece type of thing. So
I'm gonna let you.
No, go ahead.
The people who selling the tickets, which normally in go-go is usually the frontline members and the Congo player. The frontline Congo player and drummer are usually the highest paid individuals, especially the members that could bring in the most people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who the people gonna see? So you got keyboard players and other members of the band that they bring people, but not in the capacity of a front line. And go-go is a member-based organization. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't just have a Congo player and people just come to see and pay the Congo player over a period of time. They might do it once or twice, but over a period of time, they're not. So the front line sells your music. You know what I'm saying? So that's your highest paid.
So what I mean though, I wasn't meaning about individual pay. I was meaning about
important.
what goes towards.
No, that's important.
Okay.
What Ali just said, because most people in bands don't understand that.
Yeah.
Like I've been involved with too many situations where the bass player think he's just as important as the lead talker.
Yeah. I think absolutely right, both of y'all, as far as the denominations of how it should go. Sometimes for me, it's a resume. I gotta keep in mind the resume of the artist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bass player might got, and I can't sell the bass player, but I gotta respect the resume. So sometimes I take that in consideration.
I mean, even though the resume cool, we had
no,
Sean Geeson, and
no.
he done traveled the world.
Yeah,
but I'm quite sure that.
But this is how you get. This is how I get the best band. This is how I get the best band. And when I was doing my version of shopping of bringing in new members, I had to respect their resume. Versus, and when they came in, they helped me progress
Right.
musically. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's a tug of war. Now we know who's actually the who the people come to see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know that wholeheartedly. So it's just a discussion of just negotiating. I'm not gonna say, yeah, well, he should get the same amount of. Y'all absolutely right. I'm not saying that,
Man,
but it becomes sometimes it get drawn into
all
you worth is that 150 that other person getting in the other man.
I listen, man. Listen,
I'm telling you.
For me,
right.
I'm just saying for me, this is a business, and me and my friends,
yeah,
we go laugh at the Wizards losing,
yeah,
and we go laugh at your Commanders coup.
Yeah,
they, that's
my
friends,
Wizards too.
Because we friends,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
They lose,
yeah.
and we joke about that. But if we talking business, this is a standard for business.
Mm-hmm.
And people in DC in the go-go industry don't respect the business and don't understand the standards. Like a lot of these guys, they might go on tour with national artists and get $200. I mean, their food get taken care of. Just ask them what they get paid when they go on tour.
That's what I'm saying.
So you can't hold up a situation here where you don't have to leave your family. You don't have to do none of this stuff saying you need 300 or 400.
No,
so,
that's crazy. I'm just saying.
I'm saying this is what happens. At the end of the day,
don't give that man $100, bro.
Nah, it won't.
$100. Don't give who $100. So first, if it's so if I'm Chi Ali and this is my music,
I'm not talking about $300 or $400.
No, I'm saying if this is my music and this is my project, again, I don't just make this stuff up. One of the great things I learned from Pops, I remember I was talking to Pops one day, and he said, son, he was telling me about when they made Bustin' Loose or I Need the Money. I don't remember what song. And he said he was talking to the band members about going in the studio, cutting the song. Either we can get you, I can pay you to go in to cut the song, or we can gamble. And if it becomes a hit, because Pops was swinging for the fence all the time, right?
Right.
Even though he gigging in local clubs, his thing is to get around the world. So what the niggas around here do? Nah, man, I need my money
up front
before I go in the studio. Okay, so I give you $75 so we can go in and cut the record. Who knew that Bustin' Loose would be all over? I mean, Nelly would take it 20 years later and do it's on the NBA, the NFL, soundtracks of movies. Now these same guys come back and be like, hey, man, like you ain't treat us fair. No, nigga, I told you.
You say $75?
$75. Back then, though, that was a lot of money. $75 to go in and cut the record. So I'm saying, because you don't understand business, like there's plenty of bands that are really good bands. They shouldn't be charging nobody anything. Y'all 40 to 50 years old. You should be coming to demonstrate that you're a great talent.
Demonstrate.
And don't be asking me to pay you no 1,000 or no 15 until the people say
let me ask y'all
you a $20 ticket.
Let me ask y'all this.
How does the people tell you though?
No.
The people tell you when they come to the door.
Right.
What the people tell you when they come to the door. Listen, it's a lot, man. Y'all know this.
So
when we just hold on one thing. When we get ready to go somewhere, man, we can't wait to get off of work so we can go home. We gonna get whatever we got to get fresh, whatever. It's a lot when you going out, you spending money in this market. And we've been doing this for a long time. So when people choose to pay, when they decide I'm going to LaFontaine Blue on Thursday, I'm celebrating my birthday, and it's 10 of us. We're in economy. Not only are we paying $25 a ticket, that's $250, but when we get there, we're gonna spend $1,000 in liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Like men, that's just a small working crew.
Mm-hmm.
The street crew, they coming and they gonna spend $5,000. Like we are an economy, and when we shoot in DC, it's hard. Frankie Beverly did one album and could sell out till he can't sing no more in this market because we love him.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody don't have that. Some people can't get nothing in this market.
Let me ask you this. Versus how bands was put together back then, we all from the same neighborhood, right?
Right.
We was all for one for all. Times change. You get older, more responsibilities. Now everybody becomes an independent artist. You trying to put this band together and you trying to get everybody on the same page. Now you saying, okay, hey y'all, let's the mode that you saying, like, trust me, that's the perfect. Hey, we got to prove this. We got to do that. We got to do this. And hey, could we just come in here, just play for free? Blah blah blah. Trying to convince them. Of course, you gotta, as the owner, you want to invest in, like you did. You invested in your prop, but the band setup nowadays, bro, trying to put that band together,
Man,
they not on the same page.
Guess what I wouldn't do. Guess what I wouldn't do.
Right.
I wouldn't deal with nobody 45 or 50 if I was starting a band. You know who I would start a band with?
The youngins.
I would start a band with 18 and 19-year-olds.
Yeah, and
you know who I learned
like
that?
me.
No,
that'll tell them,
no,
man, are you getting paid?
No, you know who I learned this from?
Yeah.
You know who I learned this from?
Yeah.
Who I learned it from?
Pop.
When Pops was 56, 57, Jock, Juju, all these guys was 21, 22, 23 years old. Pops was 56.
Man, that was
music. What I'm telling you, music is music. And a guy who is 19, a guy who is 19 don't need the same. A guy who 19 don't have the same needs as a guy that's 45.
Like that.
I'm explaining.
Yeah, a guy that's 19 don't need the same thing that a guy who's 45, got grandchildren, a wife, got to have a reason to not to go home. And like a guy 19, he don't have all that. He coming because of the music. I remember when we had our second run and Donnell was putting a band together, he wanted to call Michael Muse. I love Michael Muse. I think he the best male singer that ever done this. I said, no, we gonna get the young guy.
Right.
Because the young guy 22. Right. And you know what he gonna bring? This guy 50 or 40s in his 40s, like we was.
Right.
We gonna get the guy that's 22. You know why? Because a 22-year-old talk to 22-year-olds. So the next thing we know, all these 22, 25-year-olds,
man.
This a business.
Donnell Floyd and this guy here, they were famous for stealing pieces, man.
They used to steal like I don't know what.
Let me get here. Let me get here.
It's a business,
man. But
it's a trust.
To elaborate on what you were saying, listen,
go ahead.
That's why I'm creating content and don't have a band. You know what I'm saying? Because of that. The same thing that you were just saying. Everybody want to, man, how much you gonna pay me for a show? Or how much you gonna pay me for this? So okay, I'll pay you. The only person that did the music outside of Caddy Wheels, everybody else been paid.
And Caddy gonna ride with you.
No, listen.
There's certain people that ride with you.
So when we did Splash, I said, Caddy, how much you want to do this? He said, man, just give me this. And I said, well, I'm gonna give you some points on this, brother, because I got some connections and they waiting on some music. So I'm gonna give you some points on it. I said, how many points you want? He said, man, just give me 3. I said, I'm gonna give you 15. That's what I'm gonna give you. I called Caddy Wheels maybe like a few months ago and say, hey, we got a check for Splash.
How much was it?
I ain't gonna talk numbers like that, bro.
But Jauhar, I want to say this one thing.
Wait, go ahead.
Jauhar has a history.
That's why
of doing great business. Everybody is different. It's different in situations, man. And I'm telling you, these cats go in, they go in so hard, Jauhar. I mean, to run that model basically like that is perfect.
Hey, look,
but I'm telling you,
hey, Coop, we had in 20 years, we had 100 band members. We can't do a reunion. We had 100. Can you believe that, Dan?
Who had 100 members?
Darnell.
They ain't no 100 members.
What?
100 members in what? The faces the still familiar faces you know, the still familiar, the faces. I'm a familiar face and
from 911 to familiar faces.
Still,
team
I get this man praise now. He's pumping it.
Still familiar.
Hey, 100.
I'm saying we had 100 different band members.
That's a hell of a reunion. So is that what we gonna get at the MGM?
Goodness gracious!
No way.
Hey,
it's not
guess what?
Y'all stay tuned.
I played
at the MGM coming up.
It's not a reunion, man. It's not a reunion. It's one night.
You played
the king of the go.
Yeah, I played. I was one of the 100.
Oh,
I played one
so,
night.
This like when people told me that we wasn't generating $1 million a week back in 2003, 2004.
$1 million of what?
$1 million a week. All the bands. I'm talking about the go-go industry.
Okay. All right.
Remember we did the calculations, the flyers, the sound, security, alcohol sales, the door sales, and what the bands was getting paid. But if we don't formalize a union
and the local madness and
the clothing
lines
back then in the early 2000s, we had over 60. We had 60 local clothing stores
and the police,
security.
We jobs,
So we produced that. Like we the reason that's why we don't let them shut us down. But we let some people who never really even been a part of, like never spent thousands and hundreds of thousands or spent hours on the stage. We let them hijack this. There's a whole bunch of people getting money from the so-called go-go fund who've never been involved with go-go. But because we don't talk to each other, like we too busy competing where we don't compare. Like some of us don't even like, man, get out of here. Like any General Congo player can't come to me and command with Mickey command. Mickey is Mickey.
That's the king for real.
Donnell is Donnell. Like we gotta respect the pecking order. So like even when Coop say, okay, well, I don't just pay Mickey whatever I'm gonna pay him because he Mickey because I like him and I really do. I pay him when we sitting down discussing numbers. We looking at is this going to impact the door? Not because I like you. When I remember at some point, me and Ali was doing business, and this is like I used to do this with guys. They would have a show at Constitution Hall, and they call me, be like, "Man, Jauhar, we want D. Floyd show." So Donnell ain't never gonna ask nobody for no money. So I'm like, "All right, it's 3,500 seat venue. You know what I'm saying? Give us 7,500. 7,500, man. Y'all only charge 4,500. Why would you charge us 7? I said, listen, you don't have to give me anything. Give me 300 tickets.
Right.
So you saying I ain't gotta pay you nothing, and you just want 300 tickets?
Right.
All right, let me call my partners. Like he with it, and then they go sit down and say, man, if we give him 300 tickets and the tickets is $60 a ticket, that's 18,000.
Right.
But if I'm gonna take the tickets and go sell the tickets, like this how I function.
You know who told me this?
Who?
I had a when
That's beautiful.
Hucklebucks was hot. Charlie told me he charged Charlie Fenwick. You can go ask him. They didn't believe, what the Hucklebucks, he negotiated a minimum fee of like say $1,000. This for a DC Armory and give me 50 cents per ticket. They went for it. And they had 9,000 people in there.
At 50 cents.
50 cents a ticket.
Yeah. I mean, this is what I mean.
I'm just saying, I'm not comparing it to that, but give me 300 tickets then.
I remember we did Donnell's birthday party at the hotel, and the promoters kept calling, man, we want to do Darnell's birthday. We done so they called Darnell because they don't want to talk to me. So Darnell like, man, what you think? I said, look, you gonna let me do the work or you gonna listen to these niggas crying? Like, cause it's your birthday. So I give him a number. Like, if you want Darnell's birthday, this is what it costs. You know what I'm saying? And one of the promoters went and told one of the band members, and the band member came back like he want more money. I'm like, nigga, this ain't your birthday. This his birthday. Like, let's have your birthday and then see what, let's see what it's worth. But this his birthday. Right. How do you, like, man, if it's G's birthday, it's G's birthday. It's not, it's like, it's not no favoritism. Like, he's done what he's needed to do to stay relevant with people in this situation for 35 years.
Right.
How you like, don't compete where you don't compare. Like, stay in your lane. Like, do your thing. Now, if you gotta, man, listen, this is simple. If you really believe in your stuff, all you need is a shot. When nobody would pay me $2,500, I said, man, let us get in front of Subtle. Subtle, the biggest and baddest in the city. Let us get in front of Subtle. We gonna rumble with Subtle because I'm trying to get in the market. And so it's not just what I think.
A couple of times.
Hey, nah, but what happened?
I tried to get in front of Jump. Put me in front of Jump.
Hey, what happened? What happened on that show though, John?
You know, I ain't never seen the champs cry so much in my life. Man, what's wrong with the power? Man, they did something to the system, man.
Hey, look, come on. I'm gonna just say this, man.
We had a great time, man.
And you dealing with it.
They got out on you,
brother. You know what I'm saying? The brother got hits on top of hits on top of hits on top of hits, man.
Right.
That's what I found
in different generations.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm gonna just take it on the chin now. And we got whooped out. Hey, and listen, I'm gonna say this to you.
Yeah.
I came to LaFontaine Blue to see Red Essence in Backyard.
Yeah. Armageddon.
And they was asking me, they said, who you think? I said, man, I don't get into politics, man. I can't really speak on it. And Backyard came out and they was paying homage to Red Essence. Yeah. Essence came out, man.
Well, let me tell you the backstory.
God damn.
White boy, if you're listening, or anybody can tell you, we sat there and said, hey, we're gonna do a 20-minute, just we came out playing Lettucey and Lisette was singing, we came out and then we did our little tribute to them. They came out with Body Snatchers. I mean, come on, white boy.
Hold on. Let me
trick them.
Hold on. Let's go back. They come out. Here's what they came out with. And then after that went to the Body Snatchers.
Right. They went to Body Snatchers.
Then after Body Snatchers, they hit him with another hit.
Just another.
Yeah.
So and then guess what, Jauhar? And then bust him again with another hit.
Yeah. Guess what?
I was like, Coop, guess what? This situation.
Guess what?
I was in there. Guess what? I was in there like this, Jauhar.
Guess what?
Oh my!
I was in there
financially. This mine. This yours. It was the same thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we didn't lose no fans after that. We did.
But see, when you
snatching bodies, what they have.
Yeah. Oh no.
When you put the work in,
yeah.
When you put the work in, man. One thing about this city, it's a hard city, man. But when the people love you,
they love Backyard.
Yeah, when they love you, they love you.
Hey, let me touch. Let's touch back on some things that you talked about earlier about this go-go fund, man. Let's talk about. Man. Let's get it because you talked about like it was money available for us for the go-go community. And it goes elsewhere, you know what I'm saying? But we don't stick together to know what, to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean by we don't come together?
So how many people would agree? So y'all familiar with Emancipation Day, right?
Right.
DC Emancipation Day.
Correct.
It happens in April every year.
Correct.
Right? Dougie Fresh, I love Dougie Fresh. Every time we do something big and get down, because he's been on the forefront pushing go-go. He loved go-go. Yeah. But he's not more important than Red Essence or Big G or Darnell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's DC Emancipation, why is Kelly Price here? Who is paying Kelly Price $30,000 or $40,000 to come here?
So,
like, who wants to see her? How do
the go-go community know where that money is coming from for DC Emancipation Day?
So first of all, it takes a meeting for a few of us to get together and say, look, we are the coalition of real go-go. Like, this ain't some people who came up and hustled y'all out of whatever. The first lady that ran the go-go fund was from Florida. The lady who's in charge of what happens now is from New York. It's from Brooklyn. You mean to tell me it's nobody from DC? If it's going to be the go-go fund, somebody from go-go needs to be managing. Like, we need to have a committee that works with the government that oversees the funding, period. Like, people that's not from here shouldn't be dictating something that's ours. But the people who cut the deal initially, they weren't really with us. They're not really for us. They for themselves. That's why they sit back and be quiet, because they get something while the money is being misused. Like, what do Core Masters Berry got to do with go-go? I ain't never seen her in a go-go. Not even when Pops was living. She shouldn't be nowhere near go-go money. Her business is the tennis center. Shouldn't be. So no, but we got to stand up. Like, we fight with each other. We hate on each other too much instead of coming together and working together.
So other than like DC Emancipation Day, like
that's just as one example.
One example.
They had a whole week of go-go. Was y'all a part of the go-go week?
Like the library and all that type of stuff when they did all that down the library and all that.
So what they do down there is they overpay the bands and DJs, just burning through government money again, right? Just to say we did something. We should know where all the money. Like, Donnell got a show coming up. He's never asked for nothing. He can't even get a response from him. I don't know nobody that's living that wrote more songs in go-go and is a part of the go-go culture and fabric than Donnell. I just don't know if it's somebody. I don't know.
His name come across the desk. It should be automatic.
He can't get 10, 15,000 to go towards a show at the MGM. He don't get an email, a call back, nothing. But you give Kelly Price, I mean, Genuine, cool. He from around here and all that, but he ain't never done nothing for go-go. What has he done? So no, man, like, man, we suckers, man. Like, listen, man.
Before you say it, I know the direction. I know the direction you're going.
Don't say it, brother.
You peaceful, Ali. I'm not.
Before you say it, like, because again, like anything,
you peaceful.
I'm always loving to discuss problems that we have, but I hate being around people that we ain't trying to have solutions. You know what I mean? People talk about what's wrong. We talk about wrongness all the time. You know what I mean? We all know what's wrong. We all been through it. We've seen it over the years. But now it's to the point of now when we address a problem, it's for us now to sit down with each other and say, what's that solution? You know what I mean?
So the solution is get organized, have a meeting, start having meetings like we tried to do years ago. And now money is on the table. We should be registering people to vote, right? Like, the city, DC, has a $20 billion budget a year. $20 billion. We should be getting more than $2 or $3 million. But we don't leverage our influence. And there's some people that's getting money from this, but they would never share it with you, what they're getting. And as long as they stay quiet, the culture get raped.
But is it public record?
It's public record.
So, I mean, again, it's always going to be, research can be done to find out exactly what everybody is getting. And we could be putting pressure. We should have a meeting down at the Wilson building. So we should call for a meeting at the Wilson building, invite the whole go-go community, and go into the council members' offices. So
talk to them. See, we not represented. It's like
because everybody represents their own camp.
No, man,
like, you know what I mean? Like the go-go, like I've never seen
It's no.
I don't see that. I don't think that camps worry about what other camps is worried. What's going on in other camps?
Rare Essence is one that's going.
There's a few people that has to. I mean, most blacks was okay with going to the back of the bus and eating chicken in the alley. Out, they was getting their chicken from KFC in the alley. But Dr. King and 3 or 4 other people said this ain't right. So the millions of blacks didn't come with Dr. King. It was 3 or 4. They went to meetings all the time. And they went to the meetings not for them, but they went to the meetings to represent the people. Mm-hmm. Right now, you got people going into the meetings representing them. Mm-hmm. They don't represent the interests of all. And when you represent the interests of all, you're going to be okay. Some of these guys think so small, they can't represent. Like, they can never represent me because their thinking is too small. I just told you the budget is $20 billion.
So I always talk about
$20 billion.
I always talk about you're only as good as your leadership, right? That we have to have somebody who step up into the plate to be the driver.
I nominate you. Dave.
I nominate you.
No, I support you. I nominate you.
I nominate you because of your influence already, the things that you've already done. You know what I mean? Like the club probably don't even, everybody probably gave you your props. They bringing bottles to the club right now. You know what I'm saying? But what you've done, I mean, being able to buy bottles now in the club. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, you know what I mean? That was your work.
But they
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the people don't know that. I was just telling the guy the other day that a couple years ago, people in this county would sneak and risk their liquor license and risk getting fined $10,000 for selling bottles of liquor. And the corruption in the county only allowed them to focus on the clubs where go-go bands played. Mm-hmm. They didn't focus on the other clubs, like the other clubs did everything they wanted to do. And we ended up, going to one of our champions, Nick Charles, who is a state senator. He was a delegate at the time. And we told him how they was harassing us, and it's just specific to places that have live entertainment, in particular go-go. Mm-hmm. He couldn't believe it. So we had to do a study and visit a couple of clubs, and nobody say nothing to them. They sell bottles, they do dancing, no clothes, whatever. Everything that we do, we under heavy scrutiny. Mm-hmm. And so that began a year-long conversation, and then legislation was drafted. Nick Charles took this to the new governor. Nick Charles took this to Annapolis and took this fight on and got the law passed last July so that we could sell bottles of liquor legally in clubs in Prince George's County.
Congratulations.
So Nick Charles, man, this a guy from Prince George's County, graduated from Largo. Mm-hmm. He our guy. Look him up. Nick Charles, Senator Nick Charles. Support him because he support us.
Nick Charles, y'all.
Yeah. And so that's how we gotta get stuff done, man.
No matter how much me and Jauhar go back and forth politically, he's absolutely right. And anytime he called me for a meeting, I'm there. I'm like,
so you nominate him too? I nominated. That's 2-1. I mean,
I'm not doing nothing unless Coop support Trump.
No, man. He already know I ain't supporting Trump.
Oh no, y'all, for real though. Because this is.
But I just pop up at the meeting, regardless.
I know we pressed for time.
To the mega meeting.
I know we pressed for time, John. Listen, John. Listen, you can't come here for no hour, man. I need you here I need you to get here when we start. All right.
Yeah,
all right, no, I understand that. Listen, because listen,
any other show, we would go over.
And he need to be here too.
This is one of them days. Smart guy. Because I gotta get this man to his show. You know what I'm saying? We got Top 5 got this big production thing going on each and every Wednesday. They the Wednesday night RNS project.
Where they
you know what I'm saying? They had Lacage over there right here.
Man, hold on.
The Wednesday night RNS project.
Like that's what I mean, because It's a
Man,
it's
let me-
another
Nah, bro,
great party.
That's
another
buckshot.
great.
That's
No,
buckshot. That's
what's
Man,
wrong
buckshot.
with that?
No, he meant
That's
that.
buckshot.
No, he meant
I
that
mean,
as a
that's a good
compliment.
thing. What's wrong with
Nah,
that?
but
He meant that as a compliment.
Yes, it's
Man,
a great situation
that.
each and every Wednesday now.
We need
Like
that.
Tuesday is a great situation.
We need that in go.
What? You felt offended? You offended?
Yeah,
Bruh, listen.
you
I'm
don't
not-
want to be compared to nobody.
No, it ain't
man.
that. Just promote top 5.
No, I'm just. What?
We just
No.
promote top 5.
But
Hold on.
We're
When we
gonna
promote-
get to
No,
it.
I don't want to get into that.
It's top 5 go.
When
Okay, so don't even. Why would you say Arnett?
Because he-
it's
because
two
he-
separate things.
because he wants to
Come on, Dave,
he
don't
wants
do
to
that.
be this Stephen A. and
He got that look.
and
He got that look
he
on his
wants
face
to
like
be,
really
you know what I'm
hard.
saying? He wants to be this and see Jauhar just do a little. But I'm just saying.
No, I mean if you're R&B,
I can't compete.
Well,
I can't compete with nobody but top 5.
we got
bro.
five. We got
When it's my
500.
turn-
We got 500 people out
when-
that joint,
when
man.
it's my time- when it's my
500
time-
people out this
When
joint
it's my
tonight.
time to
Okay.
promote top 5, I don't say nothing about nobody. We the second nature of. I'm already up against. Hold on, bro. I'm already up against industry, a genre that I'm trying to, get my own platform. So we gonna say, and we gonna, you gonna he about it. Just promote the night.
I was
You
saying
can't get
it
in
was
your
a
feelings.
Tuesday is
Come
wonderful.
on, man.
How somebody
Wednesday
gonna
is
say I'm getting
wonderful. That's all I was saying. You got 2 beautiful nights. That's all I was saying. I mean, but all right, I'm sorry.
I'm the bad guy.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Hey,
come
look,
on, you
so
go
listen,
far.
Before
So
y'all
listen,
close out,
So it's a couple of other things you got. We
Good
want.
conversation.
I want to talk about
We come back next week.
the D Floyd show event coming up.
All right.
At the MGM. We definitely got to start letting people know about that because that's something
I
big
promise you,
that we
the
really.
stage, the production is going to be something like you never seen in go-go before.
Okay.
Now,
Oh,
I promise you that.
I thought the Hollywood Squares or something. Jauhar picked me up that day. So I want you to see something. He was when they did the Hollywood Squares down at the Howard Theater. I've never seen nothing like that. I'm talking about nationally
right?
or locally.
Who had that idea?
And that was crazy. That was crazy. And it's gonna
I'm
be
not
bigger than
creative.
that.
Yeah, I'm not creative
Okay.
that way. I don't care.
And
about that stuff.
shout out to RNS, my man Rico and all them.
Hey man, we talking
Yes,
about my
indeed.
stuff,
No,
man. You
exactly.
can't.
But
mix
no,
up
I don't want nobody to think I was.
No, man.
Yeah,
But
and listen
come
to
on,
the
man.
whole interview.
No.
though. You can't take a portion of it and go back and tell somebody
hey,
something,
Dan,
man.
No, because
I'm trying to get
Right.
Can I get my shine?
Yes, you can. Dan he says
He
things.
said you flipping
you
and
know,
flopping like a
he
fish
try
out
to-
of water,
yeah,
man.
like,
He called you the Stephen.
Call me the Stephen A. Lord have mercy.
No,
Hey,
Hey,
look.
real quick, and this is
Hey, Dan, before y'all
go
go,
ahead,
man.
go ahead, Ali.
If I've been sitting on the sidelines for a minute, I got a plethora of music. You know what I'm saying? If you're a musician that want to do something different, you know what I'm saying? Come to Death Row. No, I'm just. If you're a musician that want to do something different, man, I'm interested in getting together with a project and let's sit down and let's talk the business, man. You can look me up on Instagram, Ali the Great. Check me out, inbox me. Let's
what if they need a lead talker?
If their mindset is dual fold, and what I mean by that is to create a sound that's different. When I listen to music now, it's rare that I can really distinguish who the band is. A different sound and different keys and different patches. You know what I'm saying? And segues, medleys, transitions. Musicianship.
Right.
If you want to play song to socket, I ain't your guy. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Sound like a plane.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Ali, I appreciate you coming in, man. Definitely got to get you back in here whenever, you know what I'm saying, anything you got, you want us to market it for you, anything on your mind, you want to be a part of this movement that Jauhar about to start, that we're going to need you involved, because wherever he go, I'm going to go. You know what I'm saying?
Call
And
him
Coop will
because,
go.
honestly, I can get some of that go-go fund money and do something real spectacular with it
Right,
for the
right,
music, man.
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Instead of me attempting to and like Coop was saying earlier, it's just difficult to get people committed because everybody performing with this and that. But if I can get that, get an organization and get that fun, man, I'm telling you.
I just think that camps don't care about what's going on with another camp.
Well,
I don't think that,
First, you can't worry about the people who won't. You got to worry about the
people who will.
Because
Exactly.
most people won't.
Right.
Because they don't know. I mean,
Right.
most people just.
Man,
they
you talking to the dude that handpicked #1 draft picks from everybody. it ain't what he knew. He drafted.
We got Tom Brady down there Floyd.
He drafted every.
We put together a team. We going to the championship.
Yeah, come on, man.
First of all,
You ain't drafting.
introduced. No, I'm not gonna let y'all get away with that. First of all, in terms of hold on, in terms of talent, where do you rank Halima as a singer? In terms of talent,
What?
I'm asking you from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. Where do you rank her?
10.
10. Did you know Halima before Donnell introduced her to you?
You knew it.
No, I'm saying you saying that we go get these draft picks like you didn't know her. We introduced her. So we didn't go get somebody like
One person.
Hold on.
Oh, so you want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep.
Okay, so we had a couple years.
Now I'm alive.
Hold on, we had a couple.
I knew Khalil.
Yeah, but where was
They
he?
stole Khalil from you, yeah.
No, but guess
snatched-
what?
They stole Khalil.
But guess what?
Oh,
Guess what?
they ain't
But guess
stealing.
what though? Guess what? Khalil still is not recognized. Probably he hasn't reached. To me, he hasn't reached where he should be in terms of great singers in go-go. He no great run.
Did you steal him for something?
Greatest,
Did you
no.
steal him for something?
No.
Well, what happened?
How
No,
could you?
he ain't
First
steal
of all,
no. He ain't steal.
First of all, you
he ain't
can't
stealing
steal
from- he ain't
nobody
stealing
from
from
nobody.
Southern.
Stole 5,000.
He got him
Hey.
out the house.
Stole him
Guess
5,000.
what?
Yeah.
You can't compare After Hours with us.
That was a
was a
Safari-
promotion.
That was a Safari Steakhouse movie.
Hold on.
because
Hold on.
he came in-
I got
He
him.
took-
Oh,
He took the
Y'all
biggest
tripping.
draft pick. He took.
hold on,
took
y'all.
the GOAT. He took Mickey from RE, bro.
Damn. Did he?
Come on, man. Yeah.
Hey, hold up. Then you got.
Did he?
Then you
I
took.
ain't gonna say
Then
it's
y'all
not
had.
Damn.
Don't forget Roy. Roy went
Where
from
was-
settle
where was
to.
Jet-
Hold up. Roy went from settle to Familiar.
That's true, but guess what?
Damn.
But guess what though? Guess what though?
Coop, I
Then,
thought
hold
you
on,
was
rapper.
hold
And then
on.
he took rapper.
Hold
He
on.
made rapper.
No.
perform.
No, listen. First of all,
Mickey Bojack. He just done. Yo,
Say,
come
man, we
on,
got
man.
Tom
Bojack,
Brady over
Coop,
here
I
down
thought
there
you
in
was the best
Florida.
that ever did it. You got-
Bojack was with
Nah.
Floyd the whole time. I didn't get Bojack to go nowhere. Bojack and Floyd
Hey, ladies and
left
gentlemen.
Essence together. What are you talking about?
Hey,
We don't want to do part
Hey,
two.
we gonna do
Yeah,
part
we
two of
ain't-
this.
Please come back.
This is character assassination, man. And
Donald Trump.
Nah,
Listen,
we
and the
ain't
general-
assassination your
and
character.
listen,
Did you launder the money or
You
not?
the facts, baby.
Did you launder the money or not?
as a general manager, my job is to put forth the best product I possibly can. I don't care what how people in the industry feel about that. We competing to be the best.
Okay, you saying exactly what I was saying.
All right, y'all.
That's-
See, and when it
Man,
comes down to be the
we'll be
best,
back- We'll be back on here, man.
Please, next
sometime
week.
soon.
Don't go out of town.
don't go out of town. You know what I'm
Me and
saying?
Coop,
You know what I mean?
have
We
not-
definitely
have
ain't
this
finished.
Ladies and gentlemen,
How
if,
you
if y'all looking for
survive
something to do
fame.
right now, meet us at Apollo, right next to the Branch Avenue subway station, y'all. Lacage and also Burgers Apollo. We are about to have the best block party on a Wednesday night. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Y'all come in
Great
there,
Great
come in
look.
there and party with me. Well, I'm doing karaoke at Burgers Apollo, and Top 5 will be playing next door at the seafood joint, Lacage, man. We're gonna be there. We started about 5:30-ish, and we're going to about 9-ish, man. So it's a free event, man. Y'all get there early, man. Good drinks, man. Good food, good music. We're gonna have a good old time.
Indoor, outdoor.
Indoor, outdoor. Anything else you want to add to it, Coop? Anything else?
Pull up. Oh, this Saturday we are at Hangers Top 5. Hangers special tours event. 9 o'clock. Yep.
Hey, and all y'all latecomers, man, listen to the whole segment. You know, don't take portions of it. Go back and tell somebody like we was in here.
Yeah.
Right.
Great conversation.
Right.
Yeah, don't do that.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Me and Coop still on opposite sides.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
But guess what? When this man called, I'm there. I don't care how mad I can be.
Oh
I
man.
don't care how much Trump oh my God. He had for his birthday, he had a Trump cake. Like, who did that? Like, who would do that? Like, somebody made him a Trump cake.
A Trump cake,
No,
man.
say who else was on the cake, man.
It was Trump.
No, it was
That's all I needed to see.
It was other people, man.
Was the cake good?
It was great.
I doubt
it. It was great.
Nobody eat that joint. That joint was left.
Say what you want. Say what you want. We wasn't at war. Trillions of dollars wasn't going over to Ukraine.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
A whole lot of guys riding around.
We can keep going, bro.
Hey, listen.
You know, people came over here. They giving them $250,000 stipends and paying for their education. And people got student loans out there. We ain't gonna get there, man. We ain't gonna give them that. Let's get them out of here.
Don't get them, man.
Respectfully, I'm not mad. I don't like Trump. I like you.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You say all that you want. Shit in the pan. I don't care.
Right.
No, I ain't mad. He got 91 indictments.
I'm not coming no more.
It's my show.
If my guys,
he said 91 indictments.
91 indictments.
Rayo said
he act like he
Trump for president.
Yeah. I got a new shirt. It says "Wanted Trump for president 2024."
All right. Well,
by the Solid Black Men Coalition.
And for your sake.
So he's saying you ain't in the Solid Black Men.
Hey. Blacks for Trump. He made that shirt. Blacks for Trump. He made that shirt.
How you gonna say? But really, that's how I'm taking care of my family.
That's great.
All right, y'all. We about here, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning into the show, man. Y'all.
Appreciate you.
Love y'all to death, man.
Appreciate you.
Y'all continue to listen to WeAreGoGoMusic.com, your 24-hour go-go radio station, man. 24 hours a day right here. You know what I mean? Show us love, man. All the hardworking bands, keep on sending your music, man. I got new music I'm about to put on there, man. Shout out to Faces You Know. Shout out to Subtle. 2 new products that I've gotten that came in. I'm ready to put them out, man. Y'all continue. The show is love, baby.
I'm gonna come back with those 100 band members.
Please
so we can. So it's 5 or 6 that were stars that you already knew, but then you're gonna have to give us credit for what we produced.
Say less.
We giving you credit.
Say less.
No.
I'm just saying you took
throw
top dollar.
No, you throw jazz. You say something nice over here, but then you say something. You know,
Tamiko, happy birthday to you, Tamiko. Much love to you, baby. Hey, first drink on me. All right. I got you.
She at least said thanks to Miko. I told him to say,
hey, grandly appreciate you.
Yeah.
Man, appreciate y'all, man. See y'all.
Thank you, man.
My bad, Rod. I got to get the Peacemakers. Yeah, they got the new music too. Gotcha, man. I'm about to put all that stuff out on the website, y'all. Y'all stay tuned, all right? We up out of here, man. We got to see y'all at Apollo behind the subway station, Branch Avenue. We out of here. Peace.